Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Famina and this is the Fun Fab Life. So I was watching Netflix, this new show that came out called Beef. Let me know if you have watched it. It was not something I was intending to watch, but I just clicked on it because I saw an interview about it on TV. And so I watched the first episode and there was this incident that happened where the main character, played by Ali Wong, was involved in this road rage incident, and she comes home and she's ready to pour it all out to her husband, and he stops her and says, why don't you just maybe go back to practicing or writing in your gratitude journal? And I had to pause right there because I feel like this is kind of where I was, and a lot of people are, where they're in the state of anger and resentment and stress and overwhelm. And they think, or they tell someone, and it's like, here, you need to practice gratitude or write in your gratitude journal. And I think that is the wrong place to start. This definitely did not work for me. And I think for a lot of people that are in that state of anger, stress, everything is going wrong, and they just want to just get that energy out, and they end up doing something that is fueled by anger. You cannot go from an anger state into a gratitude state. It just does not happen. So while it's true that anger and gratitude can't live at the same time, it is virtually impossible to go from living in a state of anger, resentment, stress, overwhelm, all of the things, and go completely into the gratitude state. There's a lot of middle ground and a lot of work that needs to be done in between. And I was here a few years ago wondering what this gratitude journaling was all about, why people felt so amazing and all of this stuff. And really, when you're stressed and overwhelmed, which I feel like a lot of women are, just from the state of everything that they have to do or that they take on, that there are little steps that you need to take in between to get to that gratitude state and being your primary state. And the first thing that I worked on was filling my cup, because when I looked at my life, I was doing stuff for everybody else, but nothing for me, and my energy was getting depleted. I was working, so I have a full-time job. So I gave my energy to that. I am a mom as well, and I gave my energy to that, to my kids. They take up a lot of energy, which I love doing. I love spending time with them, but doing things with them is not necessarily things that you would do for yourself. I'm also married, so I spent a lot of energy with that. I have a home. I spent a lot of energy with that. And what ended up happening is I was the last one on the list. So by the time I got to doing things that I like, I did not have the energy. I was tired. I didn't feel like it. And so I had to reprioritize things. And sometimes it's things that you have to work together. It could be financial, financial stress, it could be work stress. It's something that you need to look at and decide what is causing the anger and how can I resolve this. Now, I haven't watched the whole entire show, so I don't really know what happens. But I do see just from that first episode, there's something underlying that she needs to work on. And I feel like she wants to talk about it, but people are kind of like brushing her aside, brushing her concerns aside, and she's just masking and presenting herself to the people that she interacts with in a very calm manner. Her mother-in-law, her husband, her work people. I think she works with her husband. I'm not exactly sure. And she has this not nice, calm tone and speaking voice, but she, like, you can see underneath, she has this resentment. And I think a lot of people operate this way. and they just get through the day and they don't really know how to live in that abundant state. And you really need to work on your triggers and make changes in your life. You need to reprioritize stuff. And it might not be something you can do immediately, but it should be on your list of things to do, of what stresses you can get rid of, how you can make your life better, things that you can work towards. I feel like a lot of people feel stuck in their day-to-day and don't know where to go. So this is something I've been practicing first. And when you do fill up your cup first, you have a lot more energy to give to other people, to give to your kids and your work, and feel energized throughout the day instead of feeling that overwhelm and stressed out feeling. So the first thing I would recommend is to work on yourself. Work on figuring out what makes you happy, figuring out what stresses you out, and then have a plan of what to do. You might need a toolbox of things to do. You might need to let some stuff go. You will definitely need to prioritize yourself. And it's something, it's a practice that you have to do daily. There are choices you have to make daily. And this is where I started, and I can see my energy shift over the past few years, and it's definitely done wonders in my life. I am working on a course for all of you guys. If you are interested, if you feel stuck in where you are currently, if you are stuck in overwhelm and stress, anger, and you want to get to that better place, these are the tools I used myself. This is the practice that I did for myself, and it's really made an improvement in my overall outlook, in the way I feel, the way I operate day to day. And I feel like you can't just go directly from stress and anger and resentment to gratitude. You can't just go from 0 to 100. There are many steps in between, and it definitely does take a daily practice in order to get there. And you will make mistakes, you will slide back. I definitely did, and I still do have those moments, but it's gotten a lot better. So if you're interested, check out the link below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.